This is Andrea Thatcher, Living on Purpose Coach, and you're listening to the Entrepreneur Speakers Corner, brought to you by JujuBusinessBuilders.com. Today we have Les Burton from A Corporate Expression. Now Les, you've been branding companies since 1997. Tell us a little bit about that.
It all started with my sister, who was a single mom at the time that worked for a competitor. And her clients said, why don't you open up your own shop? So mom was ready to retire, and she said, you've got 2 years before I retire. And mom put up the cash for the first and last month's rent and bought a fax machine, and the rest, we'll say, is history.
Now, branding and promotion is a challenging industry to be in with constant change. So if you were to give any advice to a company looking for branding materials, what would you suggest?
Well, every brand can be a Nike swoosh, but you have to put time and energy into it. Sometimes more is less, sometimes less is more. And when you have the right opportunity to brand correctly, it will make your business out there. It will Branding is so important because you want to be eye-catchy, you want to be professional, you want to have a presence amongst your competitors at trade shows and so on and so forth.
And when you're working with clients, in your heart space, what are your reasons for wanting to help them?
Every day is like Christmas to me. You get new companies or old companies that phone you up and say, hey, we need a fresh idea. We want something. And then you make it happen. You work with the client and you go to a trade show and you see their booth and you've seen the banners that you did and everything with their brand. Everything goes hand in hand. The tote bag that they give away that their competitors forgot to order.
So it sounds like you're combining your desire to help other people with your creative gift to create a scenario that draws people into companies based on their branding. Now, who's your ideal client avatar to do that for?
I'm looking for the company that wants to invest in their own company and get results. We as a company have been branding since 1997. One of our first clients was Subway Sandwiches when they came to us, to this small little company that needed 275,000 yo-yos, and we pulled through. It took a lot, but we were working hard, and we got the contract, and we really haven't looked back. We've just progressed and helped big companies, small companies, corporate companies, the city.
And there's multiple branding tools that you can use. Tell us about some of the branding tools that you would utilize with small businesses.
Stampede Week is great for temporary tattoos, belt buckles and denim shirts and cowboy hats, bandanas. It's endless in what you can brand. We always have a joke, say, you know what, we haven't found something that we haven't branded. Years ago, we did condoms for a local bar, and their tagline on the condom was "Thanks for coming."
And that's the creative genius that helps so many companies brand and stand out from others.
Absolutely.
Now, with that in mind, there's a lot of our listeners right now that want to reach out to you. What's the best way for our listeners to reach you?
Honestly, I'm old school, so I like to get a phone call. So give me a call at 403-276-2223.
And for those who aren't necessarily old school and they want to look you up ahead of time, tell us your website.
www.acorpexp.ca.
www.acorpexp.ca. Les, thanks so much for being with us today. We appreciate all you bring to entrepreneurs in the branding world.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
This is Andrea Thatcher, Living on Purpose Coach, and you're listening to the Entrepreneur Speakers Corner, brought to you by JujuBusinessBuilders.com.